My name's Wendy Harris. I'm welcoming you to New Horizons, the current exhibition of my latest work and some previous work that's never been seen at Edgewood Gallery and Frame in Syracuse on Tecumseh Road across from the Key Bank in Nottingham Plaza. But visually you can come here any way you can, and this is the way to do it today. If you get here, you get the chance to put your name in the drawing for the Mills Rose Garden print, which is 18 by 24, I think. 13 by 19, sorry. But proportionally, that's the piece, and it's stunning. But behind me, I want to introduce you to some of the work. Riparian vegetation. It's an interesting new word for me about vegetation in riverways, wherever size, not dependent. This show has all been about a variety of different mediums, from pastel to acrylic, and I think the oil didn't make it, but so I'm not going to try to describe which is early work or later work, but this is a very recent piece, which I'm in love with. And actually, my sweater almost matches the sky color. Interesting. But it's been an interesting evolution this last year in terms of which medium I'm going for. Acrylic up here, pastel, a print of an acrylic, print of a pastel, fabulous original pastel that I thought I'd just try to see if I could do it. And I did it just fine. But that's always the challenge, whether or not I can reproduce nature in its glory. An evening sunset up there, last glow. Another acrylic over here, or pastel with iridescent pastel, which you have to see in person to appreciate its elegance and its reflective qualities. That is wonderful. Another interesting pastel, both not robust waterways, let's put it that way. Acrylic, palette knife painting, which was interesting to do. I'm just still really experimenting with acrylics and to try to figure out how they work for me. Pastel, another pastel here. One of those odd places where I saw something on a PBS program show about waterways in the winter, and so I caught the floating ice. Who knows? All right, back over here. This is a fabulous undertaking a couple of years ago. The original is 4 feet by 8 feet, so the best way to get this is a print for sure. And it's almost home in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York. As above, so below. I'm about a big cloud fan. I'm a member of the Cloud Appreciation Society, something you should look up. We have a manifesto. We believe that clouds are unjustly maligned and life would be immeasurably poorer without them. We think they are nature's poetry and the most egalitarian of her displays, since everyone has such a fantastic view of them. Like that up there. Let's see, where does it go from there? We think it's a fabulous thing. I don't need to go through the whole thing. Another pastel plein air, print of the inside Nova Scotia inland. Tecumseh Falls is a acrylic that has iridescent paint in there, so that if you get it at a different angle, you can get the reflective quality of the light in the stones and the stream. Lorenzo is on site plein air painting, pastel. Another pastel here on a nude. Acrylic, standing on rocks, trying to make sure I get this off not wet while painting. This is an interesting collection here. This painting, this is a pastel. I was driving in the neighborhood and came to a stop. That's the same tree. Half the tree was completely green, the other half of the tree was well along its way in terms of turning the fall. 105 Judson Street, in case you want to go find it. Next fall, this coming fall, and find out how gorgeous it was. A acrylic near just south of Marathon on 81 South. And again, it has some iridescence in it that is fabulous to see when you get the light in the right place. Seasonal shift begins. My favorite place to paint every day. Meadowbrook Basin. The colors are changing. This is another pastel over here that acrylic pastel plein air on site where you're chasing the light. You have to take reference photographs when what catches your eye, and so you have a chance to keep up with the light changing because it changes faster than you can. Well, when you're watching a sunset, they go below the horizon. It's moving that fast all day long, and it's hard to keep up. And the clouds change all the time, instantly. 2 minutes they're gone in terms of what you saw that caught your eye. Another print over here of the lily pond, just above from the Rose Garden in Thorndon Park, Syracuse. Canal reflections in acrylic thing. This is a pastel solstice sunrise where a friend of mine moved in Portland, Oregon. So she lives on the river, and when it's solstice time, the sun comes right up the water. It's fabulous. A print of a painting I did of my grandfather's. I copied my grandfather's painting, Eucalyptus Grove. And that about does it. But it's worth coming to see in person. It's nothing like seeing art face to face and falling in love with it and figuring out what you want to. So few people have comfort about how to buy art. And it's really as simple as, if you like it and you want to have it in your space, buy it. It will keep you company and stroke your good taste for a long time to come. All right, that's enough out of me. I hope you make the show. It's a long time coming, and it'll be another 6 years before I get back here, because that's how many people are in line to have a show at the Edgewood Gallery. She does the best hanging and framing anywhere around. Cheryl Chappell, come see her. Come see the show. Put your ticket, your drawing, your name on the sheet of paper for the drawing, and you too can have a Wendy Harris in your house. Okay, thanks.